Who hasn't needed guidance at certain times of their life? Who hasn't needed a push, a nudge to tell them in which direction to go or what decision to make? Maybe you're there expecting the universe to tell you what to do. What if I told you that you can easily receive your own guidance by yourself, from your guides, from your higher self, directly to you? Let me explain to you how to do it with 7 practical steps in this video. Hey beautiful souls, I'm Jenna Blossoms. I'm a French author, meditation teacher and spiritual guide, and I am now happily sharing my videos in English. So today we're talking about how to receive your own guidance from your guides, from your higher self, from the universe, directly to your conscious mind. And I know we all need from time to time some guidance on which step to go, what direction to go, what decision to take, and sometimes very confusing. And when you ask for guidance, you may think, is it my intuition? Is it my mind? Is it my ego? How can I be sure? And then it's a matter of the mind and it's difficult to stop. So when you do need a guidance for an upcoming period, for maybe a question that you have on your heart, let me show you how to bring in a little bit more light to help you along the way. The first step is to be in a neutral, calm, emotional state. We all know that when you're very stressed about something, when you're sad, when you're angry, when you have an emotional state that is not neutral, it will be harder to receive a guidance because it comes from a higher frequency, right? So it's like having like a blur around your aura, and it will make it difficult for you to receive that subtle vibration that's at a higher frequency, because right now you're in a turmoil of emotions and you cannot or are not really available to receive the guidance. So my advice would be to wait a little bit for you to find your calm again, to find a little bit more peace in your heart, in your mind, for you to be more available and to receive that guidance that will be pure, that would be more precise for sure. Once you have an emotional state that is more serene, you can clear your mind, because another thing that can get in the way of receiving a beautiful guidance is our mind. Now, I know you know that, so here I want to show you a few ways in how you can clear your mind easily. The first thing I would always recommend is movement. Movement is a great way to stop the mind, to get into the body again, and to move the energies within you. So one thing you can do that's very easy, turn on the music, put a music that you like, that's a beat, that's gonna make you dance, and shake, move, dance like there's no tomorrow, like nobody's watching you. You can do that for even like 30 seconds, 1 minute, of course the longer the better. And the more important thing is that you can let go and not think. Let your body take the wheel, really. And once you do that, you will realize that after you stopped, you will be maybe panting a little bit, like out of breath, but you will focus and your mind will be blank. Your mind will be empty, and this will be a great feeling. Another way you can do that, but sometimes it's not for everybody because sometimes people get in their mind while doing it, is journaling. Journaling can really help us put our thoughts out there, really empty our minds, like we're like pouring all of the thoughts that we have into our journal onto paper. But some people are going to take this very seriously. They will want to write well, they will think about what they want to do, instead of using journaling in that way as a tool to really emptying your mind. So I would recommend maybe try both. Of course, there are other ways in which you can clear your mind, but if you want a quick and an easy way to have like an empty mind space, those tools will really help you. But the thing is, remember, you have to get in your body and try not to think too much about what you're doing. The third step is to detach from the outcome. Now, a lot of people are actually blocking guidance because they're really attached to what they want to hear, instead of being open and surrendering to the wisdom of the universe, of their soul, or of their guides. So one thing that has helped me many times in my life is this mantra that I'm going to share with you. The mantra goes like that: I trust the universe to guide me in the most aligned direction for me. And you can repeat that mantra many times and really connect with the vibration of it. It will help you surrender. It will help you put your faith in the universe again, and maybe, get out of your own way, because sometimes our wanting, our desires, our hopes and our fears or what's blocking the guidance from coming. The fourth step, and now it's getting more interesting, is defining on what area exactly you need guidance on. Is it your career? Is it a habit you want to change? Is it guidance for, I don't know, the next few weeks, or on a decision that you have to take? Be really clear about the area of your life in which you need guidance on. And be really honest with yourself, because sometimes we're asking, oh, how is my career going to evolve? But really we're having a lot of fears regarding our financial situation. So be really honest with yourself. What is bothering you right now? Where are your fears? What do you want to know? And what is the area in your life on which you would really like to receive some guidance on? Next one is to connect to higher vibration. For this one, you can either call your angels, your soul, God directly, maybe the universe, whatever you feel really close to, and make a little prayer. Invoke them, close your eyes and ask for their presence, for their beautiful guidance, and really feel that connection within your heart. Really let go and feel it inside of you. Feel that connection, feel that the help is here, feel that there is support really like next to you, accessible for you. And once you are feeling very connected to a higher support, to a higher vibration, it will make the receiving of the guidance easier. Now you are ready to make a clear request. It can be something like, what guidance can I receive for the next 3 weeks? What advice can I receive to improve my health? What guidance can I receive to take the ideal decision? Make a clear, simple request. Make it open, make it a positive sentence, not why cannot I have everything I want? You know what I mean? Like, make it something open and clear, and connect to that question, connect to that request, feeling that you already are receiving the help and support that you need. Don't feel like you're waiting, like you have nothing and you're empty. Feel like there is already support coming your way that is like engulfing in you for you to receive the message. To sum it up, have faith while you're asking the question. And now for the last and most important part of the process, the moment where you put yourself in a light meditation, where you open your intuitive antennas, and when you are ready to receive the message. Now you can do different things for that. You're gonna be open to what comes through, and you can either speak aloud and record yourself. This is something that's very fun and very easy to do. You just need your phone or whatever device that you have, and you're just gonna start to speak freely and not judge what you are saying, not judge what's coming through you, not judge what's happening. And sometimes you just need a few sentences to start and to have it rolling out. Another thing that you can do is that you can write freely. So you can like just have your journal. It's not going to be automatic writing, though it can be for some people, but it's maybe going to be inspired writing. So write whatever comes through your mind, and write freely, write easily, write without stopping you, without, censoring you. Really, again, like when you're speaking out loud, just pour out everything that's coming through you onto paper. And the other way that you can go, though I would not recommend it for the people who are just trying this process, is to listen and not do anything about it. Just be in a meditative state and listen to the message. I would say it works very well, but maybe it's a bit more subtle, and your mind has a higher chance of, overtaking what's coming and participating in the dialogue, in the discussion, and you will be maybe asking questions. You will be like, oh, where does that come from? Or is it me? Is it my ego? And every time you're questioning yourself, every time you're stopping the process, you're making it a little bit harder for you to receive the guidance. So I would say either write it out or speak out loud and record yourself. And also you will have, with both of those ways, you will have a trace, you will have something to look back on after a little while and reflect and see, oh, how did that guidance help me? Was it true? Was there a lesson that I needed to see at that moment? So you will be able to go back in time and look at it again. And remember that with that process, even though it works every time, you will maybe need to practice a few times before you can receive either very true, very precise, very detailed guidance, or sometimes you will need to just get out of your own way, because the fears, the attachment, the hopes that you will have regarding the guidance that will come, it can get in the way sometimes. So practice it many times, have fun with it. That's very important, because sometimes we feel like this is very serious, and whatever comes, we have to really like believe it 100%. But I would always recommend that with every intuitive hint that you have, you look at it with a little bit of distance. You do not trust it 100% at the beginning, and you don't discard it neither. So you just receive it and you have fun with it. Okay, what if this were true? What if this were to help me? How would I incorporate that guidance into my daily life? How does that resonate with me? And the more you practice it, and then it's going to be like automatic. You won't even think about it. You won't need to do like all of the steps very, mindfully. It's going to be more of a second nature. And the more you do it, the easier it's going to be, and the more intuition you're going to have, and the more flow it's going to be when your guides want to communicate with you. So I really want to ask you, did you ever do that process, and how does your guidance come through? I know for different people it would come through clairaudience, clairvoyance, or through the body, and other ways. I could do a video on that sometimes. You can tell me, and I would happily do it. But don't hesitate to share with me how you are receiving your guidance, and if you do the exercise, how is it going for you? What message did you receive? How did it work? And of course, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comment section below. We'll answer for sure. And before I leave you to try that exercise, I just want to mention I have another video that you might be interested in that's called How to Know If You're Really Talking to Your Guides, that will help you really make the difference between your ego, your mind, and the higher message. So it's probably another resource that you want to look at to help you on your intuitive journey. I will put the video right here, and until next time, take care.